Notice about the sinks.
The blue tubs are gone.
There's blue tubs over there, but there's no blue tubs over here. So when you are painting and you are washing your paint palette and your cup, please do not have any blue tubs in the sink. I would rather these not be all rainbow color. Okay, I'd like them to stay as blue as possible. Okay, one thing I would encourage you to do is start the water and rinse off as much of the paint from the palette as you can before you ever even touch it with your hands, so that you're not getting yourself covered in paint. Okay? Then you can go ahead and start to use your hands to rinse off the paint, and then whatever doesn't come off, please use one of these blue scrubbies and scrub until that paint comes off. These plates are very similar to what your mugs and your bowls are going to be like. They are covered in glaze, and the paints should not stick to the plates if you wash them well. Okay? So then after you've washed the plate and there's no paint on it, you bring it over here and you stack it around it so that the water's running off. Then you want to do the same thing with your paint cup. And you want to make sure that you rinse it out and get all the paint from the bottom of the cup, and preferably from the edges of the cup. Sometimes if you have a fingernail, you can kind of scrape some of that dry paint that might not have been cleaned well before and clean it well now. Okay? Again, there shouldn't really be any paint on any of the cups or plates if you wash them well. And then that just comes over here and gets stacked right there. Last but not least, the brushes. This is probably the most important part. Okay? So, I have rinsed them, and I've kind of rubbed them against my hand like this. They're not done until I get some soap. And then I take the soap and I really wash them, the bristles out well, and I should not see any color in the suds of the soap. If I'm seeing color, if it's yellow, if it's blue, you need to rinse it, wash it again, and then soap it up again. Okay, please make sure that you wash the ferrules. If you need to use your nails and scrape the paint off the ferrules, do so. And then try to scrape as much paint off of the handles as you can, so that these brushes pretty much look like they're new and they haven't been used. These brushes are about $7 or $8 a piece. I don't buy the cheap ones, I buy the expensive ones with real hair. And some of these brushes are older than you are. And that's why, because we can use them and clean them well, okay? You find these brushes in the cabinet right where in front of where the aprons are, right behind the aprons. In that cabinet are these brushes. They have yellow tape on them. That means that they're for acrylic or for when we use them for slick, okay? So then these, when they get put back inside the cabinet, bristle up like you found them, okay? And please take care of my paint trays, my paint cups, and my brushes, okay? All right, thank you so much. You guys are off to the races working again.